we're going to go ahead and start with the chart for the Dow Jones. As predicted yesterday, it did have a very, very big downfall, almost 250 points. And probability says that it's going to go back down to the next available support, which is around 16.65. There's a lot of things going on right now. We saw the trending line that we drew. It never even got back up to it. It started low right in the beginning, right below where it closed yesterday. Kept going down. There was a little bit of a silver lining, so it closed a little bit higher than its lows, but I think it's going to have at least one or two more down days with probably a positive day in the middle. Before it hits the next support, we predicted to make at least a small bounce forward. Switching gears a little bit, since we already knew this was going to happen, it was interesting to see what the dollar had in store. The dollar is at the top of the V right now. It needed to clear the 99.25 range. It did not do that today. It actually opened higher, but then it just closed lower, and dust basically followed in its footsteps. The rule has it, like we keep saying, that it all comes back to the 8-day average, and right now it's really high. It's gonna come back down, and when it does, I think NUGT's gonna make a quick move. When you look at this chart right here of the USD, everything is ticked off. So you have the CCI, which is above. You have the V, which looks really nice, just needs to clear. You got the positive crossing between the moving averages, the 8 and the 20 day, and you have the MACD that which crossed as well. All we need to do is get a positive clearing, and we can go ahead and buy this or take this run and buy dust with it. And of course, if the dollar is down, that means dust most likely is going to be up, and it is up substantially higher than what the USD was. It made a pretty bold move, but it may have moved too quickly, too soon. The V that we saw here, we said the goal would be around 1090. That's exactly what it crossed today, and it couldn't get any higher than that. Usually when you have a day where gold moves up this much, Nuggets should be at positive 17% right now, but it probably maxed out around 5.86 to be the highest, if it even got that high. So that tells us that there's still very, very high levels of uncertainty. We don't know what's going on, but Nuggets going to make a quick move before everything's said and done. But dust also has to come back to the 8-day average. That's what our rule says, and right now it's well below that. So we are looking for a quick short-term trade. Buy tonight. We bought dust. We're gonna sell tomorrow morning, hoping to get to the 8-day average. If not, we're gonna sell right at open, get some profit, whatever we can get. And if it's a loss, we'll sell at a loss. We have a decent cushion for the year already, so we're okay with taking a little bit more of an added risk. But this is still trending with our trend lines, so that means traders are looking. It's dropping, but traders are not letting it drop too much where it gets out of control, and that just again shows a sign that hey, the bulls and bears are fighting. Right now, the bears look like they're winning, but the bulls are pretty much have it in control and can just turn it on whenever they want to. Again, we're hoping for it to bounce back up like it did over here, like it's done in the past. At least touch the, we're predicting about 1540, probably 1550. Quick dollar movement, make our money, and then we can now wait for another day. The last chart we're going to talk about is NUGT. Now, NUGT is a very, very interesting chart because 2 of the 3 tick marks have been checked and is ready to go up. The pressure is just holding it down. We see the CCI is at 79.34. It is only 21 points away from the 100, which is a sign of a bull trend, which we saw over here as well. And the next day you would have made some quick money. So we're looking at that. The fact that it's so high above the 8-day average, we think is going to make a pullback tomorrow, a quick pullback before it jumps back up again. On the same side, it hit the 50-day average, but it could not pass it. That's a sign that it's moving accordingly to the traders' wishes, basically. So since it was a black box on a daily bar, that's basically saying that it's indecision. We don't know what's going to happen. We're pushing for Nugget, but it could only be because we don't like dust and not because Nugget is a better ETF to purchase. So long term, we are more hopeful for Nugget, and as we said yesterday, we're hoping to get to this level. And the V is made. There's a little gap, a little discount for, but it's all, we're just sitting and waiting. And while we do something like that, we just use the last hour strategy and get in and get out. Once we see a clear breakaway, either with dust or Nugget, that's when we can really pick one and move on. But what I have to mention is we saw this consolidation starting in November. This stock has not moved at all. When dust is dropping, and we'll switch back to dust from November, dust has dropped from $20 to about $14.5. And in that range, you should have seen Nugget go up the opposite way. It has not done that, and that's a very key of saying people don't like gold, they don't like Nugget, but they're just waiting for dust to come back around. When the market pushes up, when the USD moves higher, hopefully tomorrow's a positive day. After we get out of dust, we can probably ride that up for a longer term. We can make some quick money and some long-term money with it. We're just waiting for either the gold or the USD to break through so we can ride that trend. That's it for today. It was a quick video. We're going to recap these again tomorrow because I think we are in the beginnings of an uptrend, either with dust or Nugget. So it's going to be interesting to follow them day by day and see how they progress. Until next time, thanks for watching.